like to chat it up, talk session.
What it do? It's your boy Illuminated D. You know what I'm saying? We back with another one. You know, Pops and I just sitting here on the drive real quick, heading to the gym. So I'm in town visiting. Pops is just telling me about some very knowledgeable information. I thought it would be helpful for other people to hear it. So let's go ahead and tap in, Pops. I know Pops said we should be having a conversation. What were you saying?
So what I was saying basically that in life, especially as it pertains to men, there are two things in life that if men make these mistakes, they're gonna constantly take L's. And the main one is women. When you put a woman ahead of your personal growth, you put a woman ahead of your priorities, and you make a woman a priority, you're never gonna reach your full potential, because you're gonna be so focused on, trying to get ass, trying to be out here, smashing. Men have to focus on themselves. You have to become the best version of yourself that you can. And anything short of that, you're gonna consistently take L's. And I can tell you, of all the men that I know that are not successful versus the ones that are successful, the main thing that put them in that position was women. As I sit and think about how if I would have just stayed focused from day one, if I knew better, if I had somebody to tell me, hey man, you know what, don't worry, women gonna come. Once you get your life in order, you're gonna always have access to women. If somebody could have told me that when I was, per se, 16, 17, 18, my life would have been different. But I didn't hear that until my dad told me those words. Hey, once you get your life together, you know what I'm saying, women gonna always be there. Man, I was like 29, 30 years old when this man told me that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I kind of figured it out, but it's better late than never. So that's what I'm telling you, gentlemen. At this point in life, you want to make your personal growth a priority. And I'm telling you, the main thing that will set a man back is if your focus is on women, that's gonna set you back. Either they're gonna wind up potentially getting pregnant. Now you have a child that you probably didn't want or probably didn't plan for, but now that's your resources got to go to that child. Now the woman gonna be trying to press you for marriage because she's like, well, I'm pregnant, we should get married. So now all these resources that you could have allocated to other things like crypto, stock, real estate, now all those extra resources are gonna have to be allocated to your baby, to your potential wife. And that's why I say that in life, the number one pitfall for men is a woman. Is a woman. The second pitfall that I see that keep men broke and keep men taking L's is their lack of urgency. They lazy. They lazy. They won't, if given an opportunity, they don't want to take it. I remember times when I was working and they say, hey, who want to work who want to stay late and work some overtime? I do. And it ain't like I wasn't smashing. I was doing a whole bunch of smashing, but to me, that poontang could wait till I don't work these extra hours. And now we can go ahead and link up after I done got that overtime. And that was, and here's the thing. It ain't like I didn't have no major resources, because when I did my little contracting work. So I had resources, but in my mind, it wasn't enough. And when there was another opportunity to make more money, overtime, whatever, I did it.
I feel that.
So not being lazy and having a sense of urgency will also keep you taking L's. Number one is women, and the second one is being lazy. Not seizing the opportunity, not seizing life by its horns and riding it till the wheels fall off. If a man would just put women on the bike burner and take advantage of every opportunity that comes his way, I guarantee you looking at a man that's going to be successful. Now, will he be an Elon Musk successful? Will he be a Jeff Bezos successful? No, may not. But I tell you what though, a man that's bringing home, well over $10,000 a month, and he got a significant amount of money in his bank account compared to the regular man. Oh, you are Elon Musk compared to a dude who ain't even got.
Yeah, compared to the average. Yeah, because in reality, I know a lot of people say that they want to have. They'll say, women say that they want to have a dude who's making or who has $400,000, $500 million or more. Well, the truth of it is the average dude can't really do too much. The average dude isn't really taking out too many dates, you know what I'm saying? Because most people don't have good money management skills.
Right.
So since they don't have these management skills, they're not doing these things. So if you are able to go on dates, send little monies here and there, can you get your nails done, your hair done? The average dude not doing that. So if you can do it, then that puts you in a better position. That makes you an Elon Musk. That makes you the Jeff Bezos. Right. And they're not going nowhere because who else doing it?
Right. No, you're right. Absolutely right. They ain't going nowhere because they already know. See, here's the thing about women, right? Women don't realize what they have until they realize what they have. And what I mean by that is this. So I've dated women who, guys did little things for them, but it wasn't really, it wasn't significant. But when you meet a man that say, hey, listen, I don't mind blessing you as long as you blessing me. And what I mean by that is my blessing is peace. As long as you ain't interrupting my peace, as long as, you keeping a smile on my face, well, guess what? I don't mind rewarding good behavior. And to me, that's good behavior as long as you ain't stressing me out. Because if you stressing me out, now my focus is, on BS when it really should be focused on making more money. Now, yeah, I'm retired. But guess what? My mind is still on making more money. See, most men will be like, shit, you making well over 10 stacks a month retired. You got all this going on. Why you need to worry about more wealth? Because I'm worrying about who coming behind me. I'm worrying about my generation. I ain't worried because I already know sooner or later my expiration date, everybody have one. But if I can leave a legacy for my generation, for my kin folks that's coming behind me, that's what it's all about.
I think that's what we got to start focusing on in general, because yesterday we were sitting down with 4 or 5 generations of the family. Mm-hmm. So if we're sitting around that many generations and looking down at the dynamic and learning from each generation and learning what we can do better and trying to progressively get to similar levels, sooner, while being able to continuously expand and using that knowledge that's coming in from the older generation, pushing it into the new generation so that we can have these, we can break these generational curses. I think that's like the main focus, and just telling people the truth, telling the family the truth about needing to focus, needing to stay on track, and really tap in to your youth while you're in your youth, instead of waiting till you're older to do some of these investment potentials. Studying sooner, stop worrying about the partying now when you can just party later when you made it. You know what I'm saying? Don't focus on the women now directly and just wait till you made it. You know what I'm saying? When you actually can afford to do it, versus while it's hurting you to do it, then you tap in later and it's already too late. Right. Because we seen the 70-year-old couple that had to go back to work once their 401k ran out. 401k ran out. And that was a hard reality. That was a harsh reality. So, and none of us want that. So that's why we come in you talking this good knowledge and just trying to give you as much insight as possible. And I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all notice, I'm quick to listen. I try to be quick to listen. Like what I know, but if I don't know it, I gotta learn it from somewhere. And that's why I listen. And
you know what? That's to add another caveat to the 2 main things, women and then being lazy. The third thing is, the thing about young men nowadays, for the most part, they kind of hard-headed, man. They don't want to listen. They not quick to listen. And I've always been quick to listen because, if for whatever the reason, when you're young, you know what I'm saying, and you feel like, you got a little bit of success, you know what I'm saying, you feel like nobody can tell you nothing. You feel like that, hey, I got it figured out, so I just keep going the route that I'm going, and eventually, the balloon gonna pop. I'm just around here just stacking. But unfortunately, like you said, you always have to be willing to listen, because I guarantee you that there is something that you missed that an old head can tell you, hey, but you forgot about this. Man, listen, I didn't really understand the power of investments, things of that nature, until I was contracting. And the sad thing about it was, the people that taught me about contracting wasn't the brothers that was over there. Them older brothers, it was older white men. White men, and the other brothers say, oh, them over there, they racist. They don't like black people. But you know what? For whatever reason, they like me. And them white men took me up under their wing, and they told me, hey, listen, you making all this tax-free money? This is what you do with your money. If anything, even if you don't invest your money, save your money. Don't be over here buying all these shoes and chains. Like you see a lot of guys, and they would say, hey, listen, I ain't trying to talk about nobody, but like so-and-so, look at him. He'll retire first sergeant. And ask him when the last time he been home. I was contracting with guys who had retired from the military, had been retired from the military for years, and had been contracting. And so now they have a retirement coming in, then they contracted, and I'm asking myself, why aren't you a multi-millionaire? You know why they wasn't? Because they had wives back home that they never went to go see. The wife didn't want them to come home, because the wife cared about, hey, as long as that money hit in the bank every month, they didn't care if them dudes ever came home. Then these men they was kicking it with girls in these countries, had, girlfriends, some of them even had babies. They even had whole different families in these countries. So it's like, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? You got an opportunity here where you can make a shitload of money that will affect not only your life, but your future generations, but they just couldn't get it. But you know who got it? Them white men got it. And I listened. Every chance I got, I listened. And you know what? The brother used to, D, you hang around with them white boys, huh? I said, yeah, I'm hanging around with them white boys, but guess what? They dropping knowledge. And I tell you, one older brother who was kind of different from all of them, named Eddie. Eddie was a generator mechanic, old head. He was like, D, say, man, don't listen to them ignorant dudes, man. He said, if them white men giving you knowledge, and it's knowledge that you never heard before, and it's knowledge that makes sense, you keep on listening to them. And that came from a brother. So I don't get so caught up with all this white, black, this and that, because I believe that there are, just like you got, good, bad white people, you got bad black people. All white people ain't bad and all black people ain't good. So as long as you approach life like that and not think you know everything, nobody can tell you nothing, you will always be ahead of them dudes back there who think they got life all figured out, but they still, living with their mama. They shacking up with some girl, not understanding, like, no, that ain't your house, that's her house. Because anytime she get mad and get tired and tell you to get the hell out, you gotta go. So guess what? You ain't really got no house. If you living with a chick, and if your name ain't on it, or if your name ain't on the lease, you ain't got no house. You just one step from being homeless. Right?
It's so true. That is so true. I had a chick one time in life where, I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. So we were talking for maybe some months, but we hadn't really kicked it like that. So, by the time we actually link again, it was on some chill stuff, and I didn't smash. So since I didn't smash, she woke up in the middle of the night and she was upset because she said she had a dream that I was smashing some other chick. So she kicked me out the house. She said, get out. But I didn't live there. I was just visiting. So because I didn't smash, she kicked me out the crib, said, you smashing other girls in my dream, get out. This is a problem. If you're not going to hit me, you need to get out. You're not going to hit nobody else in my house. And I'm like, I was like, what are you talking?
Based on a dream.
I got up and I went back to my crib and I went to sleep and I wasn't disturbed on some weird things. But the truth of it is Pops is right. If if it's not your house, your name isn't on it, and you don't got a place to go back to,
you don't own SHIT.
You don't own nothing.
Nothing.
And you one step away from being homeless.
This is true. This is true.
Like, and good thing I had a house, because I could have been homeless. You feel me?
Also, man, to get back on the woman tip, always protect yourself. See, I didn't, these are things that I didn't have these talks because my mom really didn't have these talks with me. Yeah, she would tell me stuff. Oh, you got to watch these women. They scandalous. They ain't no good. They'll try to put babies on you. I know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really listen to my mom because I'm thinking like, well, hell, mom, if you got it all figured out, where my dad at? Why he ain't around? So I really didn't give my mom a lot of I didn't listen to her as much as I probably should have because, for whatever the reason, boys get it, men get it more so from another man than from a woman. So, men, I'm telling you right now, always protect yourself. Man, these chicks, man, they tell you, oh, I'm on the pill. I ain't trying to have no babies. Don't listen to that. Do not listen. Do not listen to that nonsense because the main ones that say they on the pill don't want no babies and the main ones that don't mind putting no trap baby on you. And the unfortunate thing about it is that everybody want to say men are deadbeat dads. But the fact of the matter is this. Women control all access to whatever goes on with their body. A woman, unless a woman lets you have access to the poo nanny, you can't get it unless you take it. A woman decides if she want to get pregnant, keep a baby, not keep a baby. So a woman has all power. So it is really, really no excuse for women to be bringing children in this world, especially if they know the man is not a willing participant. If this man ain't sit down and say, hey, listen, I see myself having a family with you and I want to, marry you or what have you. If a man don't tell you that, ladies, then he not looking to have no baby with you. And for you to do, a lot of y'all, y'all say, oh, it was an accident. How the hell is it how is it an accident when you control whether you want to get pregnant and whether you want to keep a baby? So how is it an accident?
That's a choice.
Absolutely, it is a choice. And for long, women been using men and child support as come-ups for a long time. So I understand why you have a lot of men out there who didn't want no kids, or they didn't want to. They did not say they didn't want a kid, but they didn't want to bring a child in a situation where they barely eating. They want to make sure that their life is stable and they got a good foundation. That's when you want to bring a child into it, so your offspring can benefit, so your offspring can grow and strive. But man, it's so selfish for somebody to say, well, you know what? I don't give a damn if he want a baby or not. I want a baby, so I'm gonna tell him whatever. And then knowing damn well I'm not protected, knowing I ain't taking my pills like I should, and I'm gonna just go ahead and just get pregnant and have a baby.
I think that people just gotta be more self-aware and care about their self more, care about their future generation more. And in doing that, you'll just automatically take the right procedure. It's not always easy when you got some new in front of you. Yeah. It's not always easy when you got some new in front of you, but just because you got some new doesn't mean that you run in raw.
Right.
You gotta stay protected. You gotta
protect yourself at all times. Protect yourself at all times.
And if you don't protect yourself, you know what they say, you can't be mad at the results that you didn't prepare for.
Right.
Or how would you, I don't even know how, but something similar to that, I guess.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. When I say you got to protect yourself at all times, and what that means is, I can sit and say, well, you know what? This girl said she was on the pill, and she told me she didn't want to have no babies until she was married, knowing that she knows she wasn't taking the pill. She knows she was lying, but if you just protect yourself at all times and say, yeah, I know you say you taking the pill, but I'm gonna slip on to Jimmy anyway, just for my own, for my own mental sanctity. I'm gonna just go ahead and slip on a Jimmy hat. Not saying you lying, but I'm gonna just to be safe. Just to be safe. Yeah. Guess what? You won't have these problems. You won't have these guys out here. Oh, well, how the hell you pregnant? You supposed to be on the pill. Well, I ain't really looking to be no dad. I ain't asked for this. But You know, so that's why I say you always got to protect yourself at all times. It's one thing if you didn't have no knowledge and nobody told you, hey, these are the pitfalls that's out there. But gentlemen, now I've given you in this 15, 20 minutes, I've given you two main things that'll knock your D in the dirt. Women and being lazy and thinking you know it all. If you circumvent all of that, I guarantee you, you'll be okay. You may not, I ain't saying you're gonna be no Jeff Bezos. I ain't saying you're gonna be no Elon Musk, but I guarantee you'll be all right. You'll be eating and you'll be comfortable.
And then you could think about a family. Then, you know, the woman in your life, however you decide to do it, when you got your bag right, then it's everything else kind of just falls into place.
Right.
Absolutely. Because we all want to be successful. We all want to be somewhere in life. But in order to do that, you got to do something that you ain't never done before. And that's the reason that we doing this right here, right now. Everybody be blessed, be safe. Pops, you got anything for him?
Hey, y'all already know it. Always remember, be more tomorrow than you were yesterday.
Peace.